He just had us draw out a whole bunch of random shapes.
I didn't have anything in mind when I drew the shape on the paper.
We'd pick whatever shape seemed the most interesting.
The next step was to fill those in with some sort of character.
And then transferred it into 3D.
It kind of tricks the eye. You think that it's 3D. It's really just a drawing with some nifty shading.
We all did some interesting characters.
Like, for example, I just had sort of a weird boot shape thing with a weird circle coming out of it, so I sort of turned it into chicken in a boot.
Mine just happened to look like ear, hat, and nose, so I just worked outward from there.
It's two-headed, and the arms move. Actually, they share two arms, and then they each have their own mouth.
For 2D, for things like value and like lights and darks, all that, there aren't any. It's all a two-dimensional picture, so that all has to be invented. With 3D, it's a little bit different. Like, instead, you have to think how it will play off of the 3D thing you're making.
It helps them identify a strength. It helps them develop that strength so it's really very strong, something to be proud of, unifies it in the portfolio. They may think they stink at things, but in fact, let's find what you're really good at. Even someone who's no good at all, in a way, quote, I can find something, we can develop it, and show them how it can become good.
The aesthetics of it came completely first, at least for me. After I just decided what on I wanted to move, then it was all mechanics from there on out.
Oh, I had like no idea what I was doing. Dennis had to like hold my hand through some of it. But then as it went along, you know, Dennis was showing me tricks and stuff, and I was like, oh, well, hey, now I realize how I can do this.
Of course, you have to be aware of what can be seen from either side, and in some cases from behind. And so all the wires have to run in behind the puppet.
Put down, I'm going to have a little pedal for each one.
Okay. You might want to do just a simple base at this point.
Drill a hole in here so that it sets on top of there.
Well, we all think in 2D, most of the illustrations are 2D, but the world around us is in 3D. Everything in this world that is not natural is designed and made by humans.
Ultimately, it's all about color and design.
As far as I can take back to my 2D illustration, one of the bigger things is like actually going back to the values. Now that you've created this 3D thing and seen how like light realistically falls on it as opposed to, and how it will affect color. So any of the information I got in that respect, like, it's definitely useful information for me.
What I see really important is the building of models. So if you need a photo reference of something, and especially if it's something in your imagination, if you can build it, then you can take reference photos from 360 degrees around it and have that kind of reference to go by when you're doing your drawings.
You know, I mean, obviously I had a lot to learn, but in the end I discovered how to turn the sketch into 3D.
The point is, you never know where you're going to end up, especially when it's directly creating something, which is really what illustration is.
They have become a different kind of thinker and a person who sees things in a very different way. And they are highly inventive and highly creative in terms of solving problems. And my feeling is, you know, these guys could do anything, step in any situation, analyze it, and be good at it.